Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Mumble. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to show you how you can make coins on position modifiers, whether you're trading, lazy listing, investing, really anything. So if you do enjoy this video, feel free to smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we can get 50 likes, and without further ado, let's get into it. So position modifiers, what are these? Why are they important? How do they go up and down in value? So position modifiers are cards that can change a position on a player. So for example, if you have a player in your squad that can play a, let's say, striker, there may be another position he can play. As you see here, my Vieira can play a center forward as well. My Harrison here can play a left mid, right mid, or a left wing, but you need that position modifier card to change it. Now, in past years, we had every single position modifier available. So it could be like left mid to left wing was a separate card, cam to center mid was a separate card. There was a bunch of different cards that were on the market that had a lot of coin value to it. Now this year they changed it and made it where one size fits all, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, and I will explain why. First things first, let's take a look at the market price. So right now cards are going for 1,500 within about a minute or two, and I've been buying these out for about 1,400 and 1,500. As you saw on my list, I was listing them and selling some for 1,900. Now, if you are doing this strategy where you're looking at what the buy now is and you're lazy listing a couple hundred over, don't expect a million sales within an hour. This is going to be something that you slowly do over time, and is going to add up big. So let me explain kind of how I price things if you are trying to lazy list first. So if we see the market average for the buy now is selling for 1,500 within about a minute, what you want to do is you want to try to create yourselves margins on both ends. You want margins between what you're bidding and margins between what you're selling. So we don't want to buy at 1,500 right now and sell for 1,700 to 1,900 if we can avoid it. We want to bid less. So if we can get away with a 1,300 bid, a 1,400 bid, that would be what I'm doing right now. So I believe at the moment I might be bid banned. Oh no, I'm not. So I would go and I'd bid a bunch of 1,400s if I could, and then the cards I win I'm going to store in my club. Now, how do you check buy nows and what they're going to go for lazy and if they'll actually sell? So if we go from that 1,500 to 1,600, what you'll notice is most things will take to the last minute to either expire or sell. You want to kind of look at a couple of these cards, wait for it to work its way down. And if you notice a consistent trend of 100 coins above the buy now, things are almost always getting bought within that last minute. Typically, the market's going to start trending upward. As you saw that one got bought, so you know that one sold within the hour for 1,600. Will this one go for that as well? You can do this with a couple cards. You can do it 5, 10, 2, whatever. And then we're going to work our way to 1,600 as well. So that one got bought, or not 1,600, 1,700. You're going to work your way up this way. And if you see that at that higher buy now, things are still getting bought consistently, like that one just got bought for 1,700 too, you can feel a little bit more safer for the price you list at to see if it will actually sell within the hour. Now we're getting to 1,800. We're now 300 coins away from the buy now within a minute on the market. If you're picking up for 1,400 and trying to sell for 1,800, before EA tax, you're looking at 400 coins per card, which is a really good deal, especially if the market starts moving up a little bit. Those lazy lists will sell easier. It'll be more coins potentially if you wanted to make it even more of a lazy list and go for like 2K plus. And if you have hundreds, if not thousands in your club over time, you catch a really big market upswing, you are really going to profit off of it, which brings us to our next kind of talking point. And that is, how do you treat this as an investment versus something that you just want to flip or lazy list to make coins? And what do you do with market changes in prices? That's a big category, so I'm going to break it down step by step. So the first thing is the really big benefit of picking these up when you notice they're lower. We've been tracking these for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. We've noticed on the low end, they get down to about 1,200 coins. On the high end, they've been going for about 2,500 coins within the hour lazy list, with a buy now at about 2,200, 2,300 within a minute or so. So if you look at that range and you say to yourself, okay, I think it might get down to that 1,200 price again on bid, and I think I can lazy list up to that 2,500. You are literally looking at double your coins just by position modifiers themselves. And the main thing there is time. So how do you time the market, and how do you kind of take advantage of the fact that these prices might happen? Well, you want to look at times when position modifiers are in supply, when there's demand, or when there's lack of supply and a lot of demand. So for example, if we go to the market right now, we have a mega pack available, which can give you consumables in here. Last week, there wasn't a lot of consumable packs on the market, but there was constant promos coming in, SBCs where people wanted to use these cards and put them in different positions. So people are buying up position modifiers, prices were going higher, and there was no look of anything consumable related coming to the market besides squad battle rewards, division rival rewards, and foot champs rewards, which if you're looking for a good time to pick up consumables, those are 3 really good times, along with every single day checking the promo pack section to see the new stuff that released. Let's say it's new content time, so that'd be 6 p.m. UK, and you notice they just came out with this mega pack, let's say. Typically it'd take minutes before you'd start seeing buy now prices potentially change from people opening the packs, and then it could take an hour plus for those open bids to start coming across the market, because as people start opening those packs, they can list it for an hour. You'll see a bunch of things with the start price of 150 start flooding the market. So those would be the times to kind of pick up the value and go from there. Now, a lot of people have brought up the concern, Mumbo, what happens if I buy at a higher price, put them in my club, whether as an investment or whether as a flip, and their value goes down? A perfect example I can give of this is I was bidding, it was 1,800 coins earlier this week, and I had over 1,000 position modifiers in my club. And then the price went down to 1,500 buy now within the hour, where you could pick up on bid for 1,200 to 1,300 and sometimes 1,400 if you weren't winning those bids and the market was moving up a little bit. I didn't see it as the cards in my club as a loss, because I wasn't going to sell those at that price. I just kind of held on to them, and I noted to myself, okay, realistically I want to sell these for 2K plus, so I'm good as long as I keep bidding and I keep lazy listing for whatever the market's at. So the example I'd give is if you have, let's use me for example, if I have 889 in my club, let's say I was picking these up for 1,800, and now the buy now is down to 1,500. Instead of selling right now, I'll just keep picking up more at its current market value and then lazy listing these, getting these to sell over time, and then with the profit you make, you can buy more and more. And the reason why this lazy listing is important, especially if you're trying to do some sort of investment as well, is no matter what the market is, you can always lazy list. You can pick up for less than the buy now and list more than the buy now. If you're bidding 1,800, market value is 2K, and you're selling for 22, that'd be the same thing as if you're, because that's what, a 400 coin range, that'd be the same thing as if the buy now is 1,500, you're bidding for 1,300 and selling for 1,700. It's the same concept, so you can always kind of bid on them, you can always sell them. The question is, what price do you want to do it for? And this is where patience comes in, because sometimes, like you saw here, hours before new content, like it's, for me right now, it's about 4 hours before new content. I get more of these to sell around new content and after new content than I do before, because that's typically when you get the new daily SBCs. People are excited to try out their teams. They're getting ready for weekend league or division rivals. They're getting home from work. They're trying to grind. But throughout the day, there's constant sales. And even though you might not think this is a lot, it adds up over time. Even if you don't play a lot of FIFA, but you can get on the companion app and relist every hour, I can realistically maybe have 12 hours of the day where I have position modifiers selling for an hour, some sell, I relist, I stock back up, I get back to 100, do that over and over. With the coins, mass bid on them again, whatever the price is, and rinse and repeat the process. Another good thing about this, and I know I'm jumping a little bit over the place, but this year you can't go unlimited unassigned or unlimited transfer target. So if you're wanting to go unlimited on something, realistically, consumables are the only place you can do that this year. With position modifiers, I feel way more confident with the one value of position modifiers than trying to pick maybe like which chem styles are going to be better or worse, depending on if people are playing old gen versus new gen. Everyone needs position modifiers. Not everyone might need an architect card. I don't think I even have an architect right now, because that's more of a new console thing. Even though architect can get a lot of people lengthy, maybe the people in old gen who are getting architects don't need them, so they're selling them for less money, which there could technically be an area to invest there. That'd be a whole nother video in and of itself of chem styles, but specifically for position modifiers, with them only being one position modifier available for every position, makes me really think this is going to be a good investment slash trading tip slash lazy listing thing you can do over time. And my goal is to get over 10 million coins into these, and over the course of a year, just use this as a way to get yourself more and more coins. Another thing as well, and this will be kind of the last thing of the video, anytime you list a card in your club, you'll notice you don't have a value that you bought the card for. Typically, players, it shows you what price you bought it. Once you store it in your club, it counts as essentially like a pack pulled card, which in terms of transfer profit, if I sold this right now for like 1,400 coins, right? Typically, if I bought it at, let's say, 1,200, it'd be 200 coins profit, tax, before EA tax. So you'd have 200 coins profit in terms of your, I can't talk today, geez. You'd have 200 coins profit when it came to your transfer profit. However, you would actually get 1,400 for this card because it doesn't count the price that you bid at as long as you store it in your club. So realistically, if you wanted to get tons and tons, millions upon millions of transfer profit, if that's your goal to get like top 100, this could be a really good way throughout the course of the year, stocking up on hundreds of these cards, thousands of these cards. And even if you're only making, let's say, 100 coins per card, let's say you're going up 100 by now, where you're making less than 100 after EA tax, your transfer profit-wise could be millions upon millions, depending on how many you get. So that's something to keep in mind if you're interested in that. Yeah, dudes, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know below. I'm going to stock up on another 600K of these. I'm going to keep about a 50 to 100K for me to trade with like silvers, lib cards, things like that. Maybe snipe some informs. The rest of them, we're just going to keep dollar cost averaging. On the weekends, I like listing 100 of these over and over as I play my games. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. It's been your boy, Mobile. I'm out. God bless.